Let's take a look at the dollar. Dollar weakness is probably to thank for some of this, actually for a lot of this NASDAQ push. And gold, probably same thing here, guys, benefiting big time from this dollar weakness. For those of you guys who are watching gold this morning, I do want to show you guys something. Keep an eye on this. So I'm going to just start fresh for a moment. Hourly chart traders, for day traders looking at gold, here is what I would recommend that you keep on your chart at the very least. Of course, we're not here giving financial advice. Do your own thing. I'm trading my own money. Trade your own money. I'm not here to give you, signals that are gonna, make you $1 million. I'm not claiming to do that by any means. I share my trades. I share my genuine experience on YouTube, and that is all I can do. I'm not here to give you financial advice. So, your own situation is your own situation. I am looking at the gold market, and what I do think you should consider doing is mark on your chart 1955, guys, and 1960 or 1962 if you want to get very particular. These two zones seem to be kind of where gold has found its resting point for now. Okay, we do have 15 minutes from now. We do have news coming out, guys. We will be covering that. Dexter points out. We do have news coming, so be aware that is potentially market moving. Will it be as ginormous as the news that we saw this week so far? CPI, PPI, probably not, but it does have the potential. That's the thing with news. You never fully know how much it could or could not move the markets. News is more of just like a, hey, caution, not necessarily certain volatility, right? Anyways, gold trading between these ranges. My point that I wanted to make with this is that we do have resistance overhead, right? Look at this candle, huge rejection, 1963, but at the same time, bulls are holding 1955, okay? So when I look at 1955 and 1963, what do I do here? Here's where I think a lot of people get in trouble is they get really low time frame. Like they'll look at the 5-minute chart and they'll start, trading every single thing that the market does. And while I think that it is possible to trade profitably off of the very, very low time frames, I think that it's harder. I'm going to be just transparent about like scalping and very low time frame trading. I think it is way, way harder because you're trading more often, which includes a lot more trading costs with your brokerage. That by itself makes it hard to overcome profitability. Being profitable doesn't mean you're right 95% of the time. If it was, everybody would be scalping the 1-minute chart. But usually you see professional grade traders are not trading the 1-minute chart, right? They're trading the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, right? They're trading higher time frame because again, it's more cost efficient, it's less time intensive, and the moves are more clear. They're not so noisy as the 1-minute chart. Anyways, that's my opinion. I'm sorry, nobody get mad at me. I'm not a big scalper myself. And I'll be very honest. I don't think I know anybody who has proven their profitability trading the 1-minute chart. If anybody knows somebody, drop their MyFX book or something like that. It'd be cool to see. But I just have never met somebody who trades consistently like the 1-minute chart. They trade like in and out of the market constantly, and they're very profitable. Because most people that I know who are profitable are swing traders or day traders who are using like the 1 hour, the 30-minute chart for more confirmation. Anyways, not really the point of the video or the stream here today. What I'm looking at for gold is breakouts either way. Hey Frank, did you get that EDGEFINDER work done I asked you about?
Yeah, I did, but why did you have me do this? I don't get it. I mean, why did we take away half of it?
Oh yeah, this looks just so much better. You can really read right here especially. You get everything you want just in one spot. It looks the greatest it's ever looked. Come on Frank, you get it. It makes so much more sense now. Keep it like that forever, really. Right now, for a limited time, get the EDGEFINDER half off. Yes, 50% off the EDGEFINDER. Slash that price in half and get your hands on the tool today by messaging us down below using the link in the description or in the chat right now. Keep it like that forever, really. And that may not come today. It might be next week that we start to see a break for those of you guys who are watching gold here. We're going to get a quick update from Frank, one of our traders here at A1 Trading and a good friend of mine. Frank and I have been trading together for a number of years. We're going to bring him in here in just a moment to go over what he is looking at. You guys know I am trading NASDAQ. I want to see where Frank is at with his trades. Hey, we're matching. We got the A1 attire on.
Oh yeah, we are.
You've got the new one. I've got the old. You can see, look at the difference in color in
It's
mine.
worn. It's got some good use.
Mine looks like it got left out on the beach for like 3 months. Anyways,
Taking a lot of trades in that shirt.
this has a lot of trading wear on it. That's funny. Yeah, Frank, what are you looking at today? So I'm still in that Nasdaq trade. I'm holding on for dear life here. What about you, Frank? Are you looking at gold or anything?
I'm so happy for you, but also so jealous because
No.
what a run that was. And honestly, like I don't even know, this move is so just incredibly bullish that you don't want to get out, and you're kind of stuck in like, well, when do I take profit? So that's when like your idea of trailing is perfect, but again, price moves so steeply sometimes that all those gains, there's not really an area of support where you can like kind of trail underneath. You just kind of have to guess, so it becomes difficult. But I don't know at this point. Yeah, I think what you're doing is pretty much perfect in terms of this Nasdaq trade. But
Well, Frank, just to follow up before you go on with your gold concept, Frank and I have been doing this for a long time. We have experienced the highs and lows of sharing publicly our trades and thoughts many times. We have had good times and bad times. When it's bad, right? Sometimes you have losing streaks, and we try not to shy away from them, even though they're kind of painful to talk about. We talk about wins and losses on these streams, and there have been many times where I just have terrible losing streaks, and Frank is having a great month, or Frank's not having a great month, and it just goes back and forth. And this is the reality of trading. There is the psychological highs and lows of when things are going well and when they're not going well is really hard, even for Frank and I, who have been doing this for years together. So it doesn't ever get quote unquote easy. You just get a little bit better at enduring the pain. Is that fair to say, Frank?
yeah, that's exactly right.
Yep. So Frank, what are you looking at here? You had your gold chart pulled up. Are you still looking at gold? Do you have a trade on?
Yeah, so I'm still trailing this one. I just want to do a quick update. So we still have consumer sentiment coming out. Hopefully, it will come out lower than expected. And I think in this environment, a worse number than expected is better, because we want to see, economic figures kind of cool down, inflation cool down, sentiment to kind of decline. So the Fed knows that what they're doing is working, and we saw core PPI or core CPI and regular CPI come down, which is a good sign. So hopefully today at 10, we'll see a decline in consumer sentiment. And, it sounds weird to say, but that is probably good for, things like gold and NASDAQ and S&P. But yeah, just holding on to this trade. And what I want to look at now are yen pairs, because they have taken quite a tumble this past week, maybe week and a half, but especially on very hawkish central banks such as the BOC. So CAD yen, breaking out of this downward channel. Let me type that right. JP or pound yen as well. In BOE, Governor Bailey's still talking about raising interest rates and whatnot. Just very opposite ends of the spectrum. We got euro yen as well, all doing the same sort of move. And I think so the sell-off we've seen in the past week or so has been kind of a good, I would say, indicator that this is a good pullback on like an otherwise strong uptrend. And I like what these last couple daily candles are doing. So I might look to get back in, but I've been very wrong on CAD yen recently. I think I've taken 2 or 3 trades so far, and price just kept going lower and stopped me out. So the fact that we're starting to see a confirmation now of more upside means I have a little more confidence in taking a trade again, but we'll just have to see.
Yep. No, I think, and that's the thing. I guess to follow on this NASDAQ concept, of course, it's easy to talk about when it's going really, really well. Prior to this, I took 2 or 3 losses on the S&P trying to find my entry on indices. So even though sometimes when you look at CAD yen, for whatever trading strategy you guys at home are using, sometimes you might be onto something with where the overall direction is going. But timing is like the bane of trading 101. Like timing is the hardest thing, right? So even if you're bullish on an asset, or a currency pair or whatever it is, sometimes timing is just really, really hard. It's not as easy as, sometimes textbook trading tutorials or guides on the internet show you. It's not always that easy. It's very, very difficult at times to get the right entry. And sometimes you're right about the move, but your entry was just a bit too early. So again, we'll have to keep up with your CAD idea, Frank, going forward, and should be interesting to see where we land on COT data coming out tonight. So we'll have to keep tabs on that. And of course, we'll be covering that on Monday. Frank, you'll be back with us Monday as always. Thank you for coming on and sharing your updates. As always, love the shirt, man. And we'll see you on the next one.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Yep, guys, and we are just about 1.5 minutes out from the potentially market moving news that is on our radar here today. Let me pull that back up for Rex Factory. So again, we've got preliminary UOM, University of Michigan consumer sentiment coming out in about 1 minute. Will the market react to this? That's kind of to be determined. I'm going to just pull up my charts here so that we can watch to see if there's any major reaction to this. Not usually a headline, ginormous news event is the consumer sentiment, but it can still cause some volatility. Just depends what happens. I'm going to put NAS in the bottom left. We've got dollar. Let's actually put gold in the top right here, so we can keep an eye on gold. Gold still making its push. This is a 15-minute chart, and guys, we are about 40 seconds out from the consumer sentiment to see if there is some volatility for today. And I do want to just say, if you guys have enjoyed today's stream, there's 350 of you guys. If you would just leave a like on the stream, we do really genuinely appreciate all of the support you guys give us. And lets us know that this content has been helpful to you. It also lets YouTube know. And if you're trying to trade, if you're trying to be better at trading, by liking the stream, you're telling the algorithm, show me more quality trading stuff. So make sure to do that. And here comes our breaking news. And we are about 5 seconds out. So let's see if we get any volatility here with consumer sentiment. And news should be dropping. NAS coming down a bit. Dollar yen up. Gold, quick move to the downside. Dollar, a little bit of a spike here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong time frame for dollar. Dollar 15-minute chart still looking, making a push, right? Just under that 100 even mark. Gold, 1955 coming back into play here. Question for the bulls and the bears will be whether or not this range that we talked about will hold up for gold, or if we're going to get a breakout here. That would be, to me, if you're watching gold, that would be kind of a decision maker. NAS holding its gains overall. Dollar yen up here this morning. Big push to the upside. Let's go take a look at what the number was. Better than expected, 72.6 on consumer sentiment. Very strong. Again, we can go through this here. Survey of 500 consumers, which asked respondents to rate the relative level of current and future economic conditions. So this is sort of a look at outlook on economy. So better than expected, of course, going to cause the dollar to strengthen usually. And of course, we also got this one as well. Inflation expectations come out 3.4%. Okay, so dollar is getting a little bit of a bid off of this. You see NASDAQ not really reacting much to this. Again, the NASDAQ is so strong, yet gold is.
Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EDGEFINDER, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.